selection of flowers here, which I'm going to place into this dish. It's just a bowl. It's a bowl from Kmart. And so, yeah, wanting to show you things that you can access and use from home. It doesn't always have to be floristry vases or containers that we use. And what I've placed in the middle here is a kenzan. Now this one has a hole within it. Now, I didn't really need it to have the hole within it, but I'm using it just because it's the right size fit for this dish. So some of the material that I'm placing in here won't actually be fed into the kenzan. I'm using it to stabilize some of the larger materials though. So I'm just going to pop a little bit more water in there. And I'm going to start with some of the foliage. So the feel for this arrangement is that it's just a nice little arrangement that you can make for home. You may be having guests over, a party perhaps. And you can even make these for the table. If you really wanted to lash out, you could have one for each place setting. Okay, so just filling it with foliage. The foliage is going to, as always, act as the base, and it just helps to hold everything in place. Some of it I'm poking into the spikes of the kenzan. And other pieces I'm just laying across the dish. Okay. So I'm going to pop in my largest piece of material first. It's a beautiful protea. And because of its size, I need to use secateurs to cut the stem. And I also want to make sure that it's really nice and short and firm into that base. So I'm going to cut that just a little bit shorter, in fact. Now the other benefit of cutting things really short is that they will last longer as well. So the flower doesn't have to use up as much energy to drink as much water, and doesn't need as much water. And so it will last longer. So when you get flowers at home, and you might get a beautiful big tall bunch of lilies, cut them down after whether it's 4 or 5 days. Just cut them down, keep cutting them down into shorter containers. And a few times I've done that, and at minimum you'll get 2 weeks. But sometimes I've even got 3 and into the 4th week with one bunch of lilies. So that's the protea. I'm going to balance out the other side of the protea with these beautiful big roses, and just 1 or 2 of them are going to flex the petals. So flexing the petals, you're just going in underneath. You're not touching the tips of the petals. You're just going in through the side there and flexing it out that way. So it creates a very different looking effect. And there's the 3rd rose, making that grouping that's just as dominant as the beautiful protea. And the other star of the show is this gorgeous little pineapple. So these are produced specifically for the floristry industry. So you can purchase these at florists, but generally you'd need to order them in, or you can get them from your floristry wholesaler. So yeah, they're really cute, really long lasting as well, and they create a really good fun effect, particularly for a dinner party. I might pop that directly into the centre so that it can become the talking point, and that no matter where you're sitting at the table you can see that pineapple. Now we've got some lovely nerines here. So nerines are a really lovely little dainty flower. They work beautifully in posies as well. And for quite a while they weren't very popular, but they're definitely becoming popular again now. Particularly this colour is fabulous. Grouping of tulips there on the side. Beautiful Sims. Here we've got some crinkle foliage, which is really popular, particularly for its colour. And it's going to be just that little bit of height through the centre. Because it's nice and thin, we'll still be able to see through it if it's sitting on a dining table. So there's your small table centrepiece. It's made out of one of your bowls at home. Okay, hope you enjoyed it.